this course have changed my life and how I see things now. And I'm so glad. I knew in the back of my head that I need to take it. It's just the action. I have to take action. Once I took action, it happened. And yeah, I really recommend it to everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And thank Roman for me also.
Okay, I will.
I mean, before I repeat the first, like, I don't want to say sometimes to repeat, but essentially I start to have a block. So before, especially when I'm talking to someone that I haven't talked to in a long time, or a stranger. Articulate. Articulated. Artifact. Artificial insemination. Artificial intelligence. Audience. Audio. Audio book. Audio tape. Enrich. Enroll. Insure. Entail.
Are you ready to begin your examination?
Yeah.
What is the day of your training today?
The third day.
On what day during the training you stopped stuttering and started speaking without mistakes?
Well, the first day when I met you and Roman, he basically told me what my issues are, and I practiced maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, then I think I got it. The next hours were just the way of how to be 100% sure of my ability. But the first 2 hours, I got it. I just had to work on it, and at the end of the day, I think I got my speech back. Yeah.
At the examination, we are hunting for difficult words.
Okay. Acclaim, acclamation, upheld, accommodating, accommodation, accompany, accompliance, accomplish, accomplishment, accord, accordance, according, accost.
Any other difficult words?
Let's go to letter E. English, engraving, engross, engulf, enigma, enjoy, enlargement, enlight, enlist, enliven, enough. Yeah, it's basically A's and E's, any word with and E was my problem. I got blocked there.
So, do they still exist?
No.
So, can we stop the hunt?
Yeah.
I hope so. I'm glad that you finally realized that difficult words
Don't exist.
That's it. There is simply lack of training. You gotta read them.
Yes.
Read them,
Yes,
learn them.
it was actually my issue because I was scared since I was a kid, beginning with or E or those.
That's it. So you're scared. It doesn't matter what the reason is. You didn't do it. That's it. You didn't get trained.
Yeah. Chapter 3. Human beings discoordination. 4 discoordinations. In order to become a rational human being, one must have learned self-coordination in the following areas. 1 will be will. It's called the energy of actions. 2, attention focus. It's called the beam of consciousness. 3 is the mind, which is called memory programs. 4, physical body, which is also known as...
Okay, let's see what you remember.
Okay, you described the lack of coordination by first going to the online dictionary. You said lack of coordination means what? And you find that it's when you don't have coordination in your body and your mind. Then you mentioned 4 different places or areas of this discoordination. You said that instead of saying lack of coordination, let's call it discoordination. And you joined the word dis and coordination together. And you said there should be 4 areas. There should be a physical, and it should be a memory and attention and mind. I think areas to work on. And you said that if you don't have any of them, or if you lack one of them, that means you didn't train it. And in your adult years, this is when people make irrational actions if one of them is lacking. Because I learned that you need to have all of them with you to produce natural speech. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a perfect memory you got.
Yeah, and also the last time I read it was a long time ago. So I was not sure. Yeah.
Can you grade yourself on the scale from 1 to 10? What is your grade?
I would say confidently 10.
I would give you as a teacher 10 plus.
Okay. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm very, very impressed. Good job. Okay, so obviously you have learned how to read for information.
Yes.
Because just 2 days ago, 3 days ago, could you do that?
No. I would have went all over the place.
Good job.
Hi, this is Greg from MTS. With you and ready to help.
Hi, Greg. I have a question. I have an internet and TV, and I got this service a few months ago, but I'm not sure when does the promotion end. Hello?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
How long ago did you have this set up?
About 5-6 months ago.
Yeah, probably. I think if it's 5 or 6 months, the maximum are 6 months.
So do you know how much will I pay after this?
Yeah, for TV and internet?
Yes. put them on hold.
That's okay, put on hold.
Yeah.
But see, you look relaxed, you look like, okay, nothing extraordinary, right?
Yeah, before I would have answered quickly and all these things. And nowadays, even in my yesterday's conversation, the people are...
Hi, Steve. Thanks for waiting.
Yes.
So, yeah, you're on a 6-month promo.
Okay.
Once your promo's over, your TV will go to $45.
Okay.
And your high-speed internet will be $72.
Okay. Do you know when is that?
I don't know exactly. You'd have to call the billing department and find out.
Okay.
Hold on, maybe I can bring up your bill and it might show me something bugs.
Okay.
That's how you use them. Yes. Go
Before
work.
I wasn't
Go work.
that confident.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I was not calling them per se. My sister used to have this conversation with her phone plan. Hey, why is this on my bill? I'm like, okay, can I do this? No, I can't. So now I can do something that I didn't do for all my life. So I'll practice that way. When I was a little child, so maybe around the age of 4, I began repeating and repeating and repeating every word. Then I asked my parents, why am I repeating? They told me a funny story, and I believed it until I was maybe 9, 10, 12. So they told me I was a child, I fell down, my teeth caught my tongue, and then they sew my tongue back.
Was it a lie?
Yes, yes.
Amazing.
I just accepted that, okay, this is the reason, and I believed that I will be like this, you know. So that was not good part. Not after I was in grade 8, grown up. It can never happen because there are many people with normal tongue that do what I do. So I said, okay, that's a lie.
Did your parents tell you that it was a lie later on?
No.
No, still didn't
No.
tell you. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I noticed also when I was a child that my dad always repeated the first letter or sound when he is in a hurry or on the phone making international calls. This when he's, you know, in a rush. I said, maybe I just heard it again and again. I thought that it's normal. But in school, I couldn't read. When my turn comes, every day. So it was like putting more pressure on my speech and my feelings and everything. I didn't do anything. I thought, this is me. When I grow up, it will go. I didn't hear any success stories, so I didn't know it's possible before I was 18. So I mainly accepted it and said, okay, later I'll try this, I'll try that. When I turned 18, I began looking for solution. I began looking online. I began searching for what people did. I started typing how I overcame my stuttering to see if there is a person who did it, so what did he do, she do. So I couldn't find anything really that worked. I saw things like take a pause and make sure you have enough air before you say it. Something over your lungs with air, then gradually speak like this. And then feel again, and then speak like this, like a machine. I don't know. So these things, when you're by yourself, you do it, oh, it works. When you're anywhere else, conversation or doing it, it will never work. But it just made you feel, okay, it might work. And you just blow the air. It makes you feel better. Before I say any word, I begin with an exhale. Hi. Something like that.
And you believe that that was normal?
They said it's a technique, so it's a substitution, something like that.
Substitution of normal speech. So you
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
that when you were on your own and you were doing this, by breathing like this, you were preparing yourself for speaking normally when you are with others.
Yeah. Yes.
Millions of people believe this lie.
Yes.
You're sitting here, you're breathing. Yeah, it works, I'm breathing. But when you are with others, you're not gonna do this stupid thing, right?
Yeah.
That's why it can never work.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
When you are training yourself to do anything unnatural, how
Yes.
can you do it naturally with others in other situations?
Yes. And others don't do it, so there must be something else. So.
Okay, so that was the first lie, that you had to
Yeah.
breathe in order to speak, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what was the second lie you learned?
Another thing would be speak slowly. That one.
Okay,
And-
let's talk about this. Speak slowly. Do normal people command themselves to speak slowly? Ever?
No. They
They,
just speak naturally. Yeah.
they just speak. Simply speak. This is the key
Yeah.
word. What other lie have you learned on internet?
I learned also extending each word or the beginning of each word because everyone does that, so you can also do that. So people usually, if you hear closely, they extend first word, something like that.
That's what you had. That's your extension of the beginning of the word.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a lie. Anything
Yeah.
else you learned and tried on yourself?
That's it, I would say.
That was enough to make you a professional stutterer.
Yes. Yes, exactly. It
Okay,
made me confused, yeah.
so how many years were you playing with this? You were 18 when you started,
Yeah.
now you're 24.
Yeah.
So it's like 6 years, right?
6 years, yeah.
When did you decide, okay, I've got enough of this?
Before that, I said, let me try speech therapy because that's the go-to. You say, okay, there's something called speech therapy. You should help me, right?
Right.
So
Mhm.
I signed up. After 6 months, they called me. They said, you can come next week. And I went. We did all traditional speech therapy methods each week for 3 months or more. All the things we did were techniques and tips. All techniques. And I couldn't keep up with all of them at all. Every week or two, we learned a new technique. If this didn't work, maybe this will work. This didn't work, maybe that will work. So I'm lost.
It was 3 months, once a week,
Yeah, once a week.
and every week you were given a new technique that you had to kind of play with for a week.
Yeah.
And see,
And if I didn't do it properly, I have to master the technique. Then I can use the technique. Something like that.
oh my God, what a scam! What a fraud!
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so Did you do the speech therapy before you learned about Etalon or after? Do you
That's
remember?
a good question. I think after. At that time, I said, okay, there is something called Etalon. I saw it. I saw the students and their videos. But I said, okay, that will be my next option if this one didn't work. Because at the time, I wasn't employed. So I said, let me try.
Yeah. So see, this is what I always talk about. The Etalon students are people who are not going to enroll right away. They have to go through the process. They have to realize that everything else is a scam, is a lie. After they have failed everywhere, they realize, that's it. My only option is Etalon. I have to work.
Yes,
I
made that decision very recently. Yeah.
You're 24 and you're not relying on anyone else to help you to finance your education.
Yes.
How much time did it take for you to get prepared for this big financial investment?
I think 1 year. 1 year.
That's all.
That's all, yeah.
And how many years were you playing with all kinds of techniques, tricks, tips, expecting free help? How many years?
So in that case, it means I wasted 5 years.
That's it. That's it.
Because I knew that my work in the future, I will have to speak to people I didn't know. I am currently a master's student, and there we meet new students in conferences, in different classes, and also we also need to present our ideas, our thoughts, our material to students or professors. During a master program, you also need to go and meet new people, right? So I knew that my speech will hold me back from giving everything I have. So I said, I need to save money. I need to use this resource, the Etalon, and find how normal people speak. Now, according to these 2 days, I have been getting consistent, and I know based on what I did that it's going the way I want it to go. So my next challenge will be just going to everywhere and showing them what I'm doing. Yeah. I can notice, as I mentioned before, how others make mistakes. Even my family members or people on the phone, I notice, okay, he's doing this mistake, which I know I'm not making now. So it's so
now
amazing to me.
You have a challenge not to repeat their mistakes.
Yeah. What I recommend to everyone is that they do their research, but they need to take it from people like me and people who already went through a lot of years. In my case, 5 years. In that 5 years, I could have collected the money, knew this Etalon natural way of speaking, and have spoken all these years. Do you need to waste your time? In my case, I did, but I would recommend you to. My example and many others speaks, by themselves. So it's just a matter of deciding for my case. So I made a decision. I said, okay, I need to do this. I need to bring the money. everywhere. I don't care. As long as I know it will work, then I will get that money back, no matter what. So if they have this mentality of, okay, I need to pay this, but I will get what I wanted all my life. Money is nothing. That's the thing. If they want to improve something in their life, they don't need to expect everything to be there in front of them. That's what I thought before, but I thought, okay, if this program is very valuable, then of course it needs to have this amount of money. It's all about the value. If you're gonna get a good value, you know that in order to get this value, you need to deserve it, correct? So deserve it first, and then.
When I hear stutterers complain that the program is expensive, I always answer today, it's expensive for those who do not work.
Yes, if you don't work, impossible.
If you don't work, you cannot afford even to buy a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Okay? But if you do work, then nothing is expensive. You can always collect the money, earn the money as much as you want for yourself.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. And thank Roman for me also.
Okay, I will.